Oh my goodness gracious!
I wasn't expecting that.
It's authentic.
So it's authentic. There's no perpetrating. So
This is me. I ain't trying to be nobody else.
Blue Tigers Fitted, BlueTigersFitted.com. Internet's back again. Another week, another time to F it up. I'm not going to say the curse word that I normally would say. I'm going to try not to. Is what this show is going to have. Try is the key word here. Scumbag Sherm, what it do, pal?
What up, though? How's everyone?
How's everyone? Life's great. Life is great.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Regular ass time. How in the hell are you doing, pal?
I'm great, man. No complaints.
No complaints?
Living and loving life.
Living and loving life. Mm-hmm. How's your week been?
Oh, it's good.
It's good?
Busy.
Busy? Working, huh?
Trying to make some money.
Working on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
Internets, this is one of the baby's mama's show. And for that, I say that's an Outcast reference, if you don't know, by the way. I know, right, Andre 3000, right? Sorry, Miss Jackson.
See how you connecting it to.
That's how I'm connecting it, because it's a mama's. And I'm not going to call it a Mother's Day episode, because by the time you hear this, I don't know, it could be 4th of July. It could be Summer of Sam, Labor Day. It could even be Halloween by the time you hear this episode. I don't know. So I'm not going to necessarily call it a Mother's Day episode. I'm just going to call it an episode of the mothers. How's that sound?
However you want to make it float.
Does that sound
we'll make
good?
It work.
An episode of the mothers.
We'll make it work.
Not the efforts thing that I was talking about earlier, but just
I know what you.
Okay. Internets. We've got my mom in the studio. Who am I introducing you as?
Your mother.
There you go.
I am your mother.
That sounds like a Star Wars reference.
It's okay.
It's okay? This is the first time on the mic at your son's show. How does it feel?
And that's why I'm sitting back and taking it all in slowly.
Oh, Mom.
What's up?
This is going to be a great episode.
Yes.
Because the listeners aren't expecting for
they're not.
BTF Teek's mom on the mic. Okay.
Live in the flesh.
Live in the flesh.
Hey.
Oh God.
Whoop, whoop. You asked me to be on, and I am here.
And you're on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
How you feeling on Mother's Day?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You're blessed,
I'm
blessed and beautiful?
I'm blessed. I got 2 healthy, strong young men, and I have a beautiful daughter, and I have 2 wonderful, exciting, amazing grandboys, and 1 granddaughter who is growing fast.
That's all allegedly, Mom. Don't spill too much of the
Right.
information for our listeners here.
Who are these
I'm
children?
just
Yeah, who are these
blessed.
children you
What
speak
children?
of? Who are these
What are we
children you
talking
speak
about?
We
of?
don't know anything about that.
I don't know anything about that. Okay. But she is not
Actual
alone.
numbers and all.
Yeah, exactly, right? She's not alone. Internet's regular ass times. Mom is in the house.
My mom's here.
Would you like to introduce your mama?
Yeah, the one and only Gail Smith, Gail Diane. She's here. She's in here. The one that birthed me.
Gail Diane.
The one that
I never knew it was Gail Diane.
Well, now you know.
Nah, I know. And no
The
one has
world
to
knows.
battle.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
But yeah, mom's here. She's chilling, making it do what it do. Gonna hopefully not embarrass me too much. But
Mom, what say
we'll
you?
see how it goes.
Hi. I'm Tom's mom. Proud that he's my son. This is new for me.
Sounds like an intervention,
I
don't
like
it?
to,
Right.
yeah. I like to experience new things. You can learn.
Yes.
You can learn what to do
Yeah, that is correct.
and what not to do.
Well, this mom, I'm telling you, this show's uncensored, unfiltered, and I'm going to try my hardest. My hardest.
Lies.
My hardest. Okay?
Lies.
To not,
Well, we gotta
Moms in the
give
studio.
it up for moms.
give it up to moms in the
Yeah.
studio.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. So hopefully you with your mama, or maybe somebody's mama. I don't know.
Right.
Somebody can be with somebody's mama later on. Who knows?
Right.
That's how we all got here.
That is how we all got here. That is correct. All out of the vag itself.
Here it is.
There it is.
The edge.
The edge. So what I wanted to talk about is what, Mom? This is vagina. It comes out of, okay? Could have said other things that are worse, but it's where I slid up out of, all right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Lost a lot of blood. Had to, I could say ass. Ass is in the Bible. I had a big ass head when it came out.
Is it?
Yeah, ass is definitely in the Bible. Okay. Ass and ox is in the Bible.
Pretty sure it's not in the same reference that you're using it.
Big ass head is, it's probably not, but
Yeah, exactly.
that's in the context I'm using it this evening. So I think Mom's birth. We're going to talk to you about a lot of wonderful things this evening. Isn't that right, Mom? Listeners are bugging out right now. They're like, your mom is on the show. Does she listen to what you guys say?
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Probably not.
Hell to the no, they don't. Hell's in the Bible too, by the way.
Well, that's why
2 for
we
2.
had a discussion before the show.
We did, Mom.
Yes,
Yes, we did.
yes.
But
We're going to rein them in
I
today.
promise you know that probably even matters.
it doesn't even matter.
You all can handle it, right?
Whatever discussion y'all had is
All
Whatever
right.
discussion.
That's all right.
That's correct.
It's
out the
Mama's
window.
Day. It's all right. I got this.
So, I don't even know. Where do we begin, Sherm?
Just starting the beginning. I mean, how was it being a mom back in '83 when these knuckleheads?
Allegedly were born.
Yeah. Excuse
Come on, Sherm. What's up with y'all today?
Rookie moves.
Y'all forgetting the codes of the
Over at
show.
Grace Hospital at 6:28 p.m. Jesus Christ.
Social security number.
22758-01. Allegedly, man.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly.
See, I didn't say all that.
Yeah.
You know,
Back there at 83.
Right.
I just want because we got 3 moms in the room. We didn't mention VTF Creed. Happy
We did
Mother's
mention
Day.
Yeah.
Jeff Creed.
Um,
Happy Mother's Day, Creed.
Happy Mother's Day.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. What?
Allegedly, yeah.
Not claiming any children here.
We'll talk about that later.
Sherm like, hold up, wait a minute.
I know that's
My
right.
nephew. Anyway.
But back to when they're born. How is it? I mean, like, were you overwhelmed at first? Was it all scary? Was it new? I mean, I don't think Teek's the oldest.
I am the middle child. The
So
one
you
that's
kinda
ruined.
already. But this is the first wild one, a knucklehead to jump off the porch and do a Prince dance in front of you. I'm sure.
Well, wait. That you think that? No, seriously. When I was pregnant with Tico, I did listen to a lot of Prince.
There it
Everything
is.
was jump, jump, hey ho.
Hey,
I
ho.
mean,
Just repeating regular ass.
and it was a lot different than my oldest. And after Tico, there came Cameron, and all the things that I didn't do.
Right.
So that's your name.
Can be back there. He's in the building.
All the things that I did with Tico, I didn't really do with Cameron, because Tico was one of a kind.
That's right. You heard it
He's
right here
one
in
of
the
a
flesh
kind.
internets.
Yeah.
One of a kind.
So I kind of played classical music. with
None
Cameron.
before me, none thereafter.
Amen. He broke the mold.
After they made me.
Yes.
I don't think she wanted no more after.
Right.
Yeah, you don't know more.
Need another one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tico was very,
What's that word they like to use? Rambunctious.
yeah, but it was okay. That was
okay.
that was okay. That part was okay.
Okay.
Tico was very curious, always into something. Do you remember when you used to take your cars and put them in the plants, down in the plant, under the dirt?
I do.
And then I'd say, why is he in the dirt?
And I
Why
also
is he-"
remember.
And he'd pull out these little cars.
So here's the other thing. Where did I get a fork from as a kid that allowed me to take a fork, right, some cutlery action, and stick it in a damn plug? How did that happen?
Well,
Do you remember that?
Oh my God.
How is one was
I
were
don't
y'all,
even know
were y'all
how
eating
that
dinner one
happened.
night and I just grabbed the fork and
Yeah,
just said,
'cause
"Hey, I'm
you-
gonna stick it in this plug real quick."
Because you were good at, I think I'll take that. Or,
yeah.
you were very good at that.
That's
so he's
way
a
back
shifty
when.
little.
Yeah, like you wouldn't
Shifty little
catch
guy.
him until after he had done what he was going to do.
The wall's already marked up and painted on. He's doing
So
something.
where'd the fork come from, Ma?
I don't know. The table?
The table.
It had to come from the table because you would not have gone in the drawer.
You remember it when you heard it? It's just.
I was like, oh,
Well,
my
you got
God.
electrocuted?
I got electrocuted, bro.
That's why
Wow.
his hair looked like
That's
it
what
looked
it is.
now.
Goddamn child abuse. What's that they call it? They're not even neglecting the goddamn kid. How does that even happen? I get a fork and I get so happy to get down the hallway. Yeah. Literally, the lights dimmed, hair went off, and I was vibrating. That's all I know.
Wow.
Thanks,
you.
Mom.
You can't put Mom on blast like
I'm
that.
definitely going to put her on blast. Just wait, Internet. The show is
That's
still
all
early.
right, because he found the fork. Now, he did it. Now,
that
I don't
nothing?
know why you did it.
That's
but
what you tell the
did
police, Ma, huh? He did it. I don't know.
That's
Just went to the bathroom. The nigga just took the damn fork off there and went about his way. He's dead now.
Oh, God. You survived.
Yes. Mama, can you think of any times, regular ass time, any ass whooping situations that you could think of that maybe he did something crazy and or did something you know he shouldn't have? It doesn't have to even go back to even a kid. It could be in his junior years, you know, something that he did that you can recall where it's just like, yo, regular ass time. He's going to get his regular ass whooped. Any particular time.
I can kind of think of this one time, and I really don't want to relive that because you all know about that.
Yeah.
When he skipped school at Cass.
Oh, the skip school action.
And that wasn't that bad, but it was just me having to ride up on him in my car, and I told him don't put anybody else in the car, and I forgot where I was at. Remember that?
Yeah, you pulled up on me in a police car.
Yeah, I was in a police
You're not
car.
putting that part in it.
You know, I'll tell the truth. I went over to Votech where he had auto.
Wait, just so people know, my mother wasn't in the back of. My mother was a police officer
Yep.
for almost 30 years. So okay,
Clear that
continue.
up. Continue.
Officer,
go.
then sergeant. Okay, let's
Hello.
get that straight.
Get it
Right.
together.
But I was concerned. I was concerned because where I was working at was not that far from the school, and I happened to be driving, and I didn't see my car in the parking lot, so I became nervous. And then I went over to the place where he did the auto shop, and I didn't see the car, so then I got really nervous. And I'm thinking, oh wow. So anyway, on my way back to my job, I'm sitting there stopped at the light, and all of a sudden I see the car with him in it. Shoo, go past, and I said, oh. That's my car. You know? And I'm like, oh, that's my son. And then I said, oh, who do he have in the car? You know, so I pulled up behind him, and I said, he didn't even see me. I said, get out of the car. So he looked, and then I looked at this other person who he ended up marrying. I'm not going to call her name. So I said,
Allegedly.
I said, you get out of my car too. So she sat there and looked. So he said something, and it's the first time that I have to admit, I ever hit him. I hit him.
Right in the face.
I hit him.
The regular ass
And,
face.
But where did you hit me at?
I slapped you
No, where was the location at?
in the senior parking lot.
We're all now.
I
we're
didn't know
not.
they were the
We're not talking
I
the
didn't know.
new cast tech.
We're
We're talking the 8th floor high, block long old cast tech building where every window was open because it was the summertime and every classroom happened to be on that side. Go ahead and continue.
And I didn't know that. So he gets out the car, and I asked him a question. He hesitated to answer me, so I hit him.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Now, mind you, just think of you as someone in, 8th floor or 7th floor study hall, whatever. You're looking out the window like, oh, okay, somebody's getting pulled over by a cop. Okay?
That's true.
Lights on.
Gets out
and all
the
No,
that.
car.
I didn't have the
No,
lights
no,
on.
no.
No
No lights
lights.
on.
Gets out the car. Somebody obviously goes to the school, gets out the car. Cop gets out the car. Smacks said person.
That's true.
So to a normal person, it just looks like,
Police
man, that cop
brutality.
is, yeah. So, okay, there it is.
Y'all will be on World
So
Star.
anyway, to shorten up the situation, I hit him. I told the female, "You get out of the car too." Okay, and we going in the building.
Did
But
you hit
when
the female too, Mom?
No, but when I hit him, this lady was sitting in her car and saw me hit him. She was, wait a minute, officer, you can't hit him. And I was like, uh-oh. I said, yes, I can. No, you can't. I said, this is my child. Okay? And I said, I can hit him all day if I want to. And the lady responded, and she put her fingers up like, handle your business, baby. Handle your business. Okay? That was really the only time I ever recall hitting my son.
That's when I can recall. I could not
I
confirm nor deny.
never had to do that ever again.
Ever again,
Because
huh?
we talked. He talked, I talked, he listened.
Regular ass town.
Is,
That's how we do now.
is that the key to being a good parent? I guess you say communication.
Communication is a must. I learned that from my parents. You have to talk to your children when they become of age. You have to explain things to them. You just can't tell them like sometimes our parents, because I said so. Give an explanation.
I got that a lot.
So they can make a connection. They can make a connection.
Because I said so.
Okay, don't say just because I said so. Explain why. Okay, it helps a lot. You know, and I'm not saying this because he's mine. He's my one and only. But I love this young man to death.
To death.
Okay, I
Mom,
think he turned out as an excellent man.
I hear that. So here's the other thing. Regular ass Tom is what we call him because people always think it's Thomas. People always think it's Tommy.
Oh, I know what you're about to say.
So it's regular ass Tom is his name. This Tom.
Yes, it's Tom.
So where did just the Tom come from?
I'm gonna tell you quickly. I'm gonna tell you real quickly. You know, after I gave birth to him and I'm in the hospital and I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to name my son? His dad comes in there. There's only one name he can have. I said, really? And what is that? He says, Tom, like me. And I'm like, I don't want to name my child Tom. And he says, yes, he's going to have my name. So
the signatures are done, and there it is. Regular ass Tom is born.
and then, and the end of the story is, as things go, his first child was a male. And guess what he did? He named him after him, but he was a 5. So
He's a fifth.
yes, and I think that's just outstanding. I think that's beautiful.
So before Tom, what names were you thinking of that he could have been today? Do you remember? Do you recall what you were thinking like, oh, this might have been nice?
No, I didn't really
Nothing.
think about it that much because
Haven't got to that point yet.
my thing was I was going to wait and see what sex I gave birth to.
Oh, you didn't know if it was
boy.
okay.
I didn't know.
Ah, gotcha.
I did not know.
And didn't do a name like if it's like Sarah and then it's a Sam.
No,
or
I didn't do any of that.
Didn't do any of that.
I didn't do any of that.
I know who did do some of that, and what Teek's name would have been prior to me
No, what's
being
that?
Teek. You know what you would have been calling me?
What?
You might have been calling me Giovanni.
I remember that.
Oh wow!
You might have been calling me Giovanni. Where in the hell did Giovanni come from?
Well, I had to.
I'm not Italian.
Was it from Versace?
Who knows? Ask
Maybe.
such
It might
lady.
have been.
Was it?
I just.
Was flossing in Versace at the time. I was like,
Sorry.
your name's
You know,
Gianni.
you know what I'm gonna have? I'm gonna have me a baby, and you know what his name gonna be?
Gianni.
Giovanni. Sound like some damn rims.
Well,
the hell?
I didn't want I did not want a plain name.
Okay, like regular
'Cause
ass
I knew
Tom.
No, that's not what I meant. Stop.
No, that's a distinct.
That's
Giovanni.
normally that's him.
What else do you remember? What else you would you're gonna call me?
No.
Probably don't, do you?
No,
It's been
I
so
just
long.
remember it ended up Tico.
That's right.
Because not too many people. I don't even know another Tico.
You don't know another Tico.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie. When I first met him, I'm like, "What is a Tico?"
No.
So
wait.
What? Is that his real name?
Yeah,
What
short
is
for
that?
something.
Like, what is-
Remember
what
Aunt
does that
Betty?
really
She
mean?
could never say your name correctly. And when you were born, and she said, "Well, what is it?" She's from Georgia. Okay. Well, what is it
What
first?
is it?
I said, well, Mama said, she had a boy, and so she said, well, what's his name? And so I guess Mama said Tico. And she said, Tiki? Tiki. And I think she just thought that was she never ever got the right pronunciation.
Tiki.
And so even
Like the
now,
torch?
even
Like the torch.
today, if you talk to your Aunt Betty, she gonna call you Tiki.
She'll call me Tiki. And then she said, if you ever have another one, name him Dinky. Tinky and Dinky.
That is
Old
hilarious.
ass
Tiki and
CC and Coke, old Crown and Coke having
That's
70s
hilarious.
women.
All right, well,
I wanted a different name.
I guess.
That's all.
And you got me from where? I keep telling people, that, it means king. And if you Google it, right?
Oh, really?
It does. You didn't even know that, did you? That's what I
That's
tell
messed up. She
now
just
I tell everybody.
I'm gonna make something up.
See, look. So,
Oh, that's
so
what it means. Cool.
That's
All right.
cool, baby.
Let's roll with that.
They were
That's
like,
okay.
they come up to me and say, Tika, where you get your name from? I said, Google it, baby. It means king. King. Oh my goodness, that's right. I was named after royalty.
Well, you are royalty. You are.
But it was
You
really
are.
named after apparently a nigga named Tico Brown overseas.
No, play basketball.
He played
Yes,
European
he was,
basketball.
But he spelled his name.
See, here you go.
He spelled his name that way.
He spelled his name
Spell it.
Tico. And how do you spell your name?
That would be Teko.
Hey, all right.
We gonna be different.
Because mine want to be
Same.
different.
Because my
Gonna be fancy with it.
Cause now niggas be like, they see it on a piece of paper, they be like, hey, Teko, is Teko here?
and you let
Pictures
them know. No, you let them know what it is.
I let them know every
'Cause
time.
I wanted your name to have a K in it because my name has a K in it.
That's a shame, ain't it?
It's Vikki.
Aye.
So
There it
you
is.
are Teko.
K-O. Okay.
And that.
And now you know.
And now you know.
I thought that was your nickname.
See? Everybody
A
thought
lot
it was
of
my
people
nickname.
did.
Yeah,
See there?
I definitely thought it was his nickname.
Uh-huh.
That's his name. It's
When,
Tico's name.
when the teacher calls his name, he'll know exactly who the teacher talking about. And so would I.
I say, don't ask. Don't ask. No questions. Oh, my goodness. So, I was talking with regular ass time earlier, and I'm trying to just think of, random things our listeners don't know. Obviously, you hear the moms laughing, you hear the BTF juice, as we call it, flowing, right, in the drink. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, can the church ain't say amen? Amen. And I was just thinking of different, scenarios and situations and things. Like, obviously, I look like my mom, so ain't no denying. I can't, I look just like this woman. Thank God I wasn't a woman or not confused, knowing who I am.
Praise God on that one.
Praise God on that one.
Wasn't a
hallelujah.
Definitely, never. No Caitlyn Jenner. Shout out to Caitlyn Jenner listening, but
Probably not.
probably not. No, they're not listening. Can you ever think of a time where, I don't know, say you were most disappointed in your son?
What? You getting serious, ain't you?
I can't get serious.
Go ahead, man. Do what you want.
I don't know. Doesn't have to be that serious. That's a lot of disappointment over there. I hear now. Jesus Christ.
Let me pick.
How much time do you got, Putty?
Put out the list on your team.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me ask: Is
You
it,
ask Sherm.
as you've seen them growing up? What time when they were little, kind of feeling themselves in the teens, or grown? When are they most troublesome? You know what I mean? Because I hear the trouble never stops.
Trouble never stops.
No, it never stops.
That's what I hear.
Well, okay. Oh boy. Here we go.
You said he was a wild kid.
He was
I
a
wonder
wild
what
kid,
happens.
but he was as him being wild, meaning that he was very observant. He was very aggressive, and that can be a good thing, He knew what was going on.
Hear that, ladies?
He know he
It's my mama talking.
he was always the one that had to be number one,
He's that kid.
Well, damn.
and he's still like that.
I was just about to say
And
that
that
kinda
can
sounds
be-
like
I'm
the guy
still
now.
like that, huh?
That and that can be a good thing. So I'm not gonna say that was a bad thing. But now he has a mind of his own. He will listen, but he's gonna think what he thinks first and do what he wants to do first because he thinks he's right all the time.
We had a show about that, Mom. That even when I think that I'm
got
right,
you
I could
to a
be
T.
wrong. But if I'm wrong, I still could have been right.
My mama would call that hard-headed. I don't know if that's a
Yep.
compliment.
But then when he bumps his head, he knows that he did it to himself. Okay.
Okay.
I can see it. I can
Reflections.
He'll hear it 20
Sound-
times and still do it.
Right.
Like, oh, y'all wasn't lying.
Y'all wasn't lying. You ain't lying.
I used to tell you when we go to the mall, stick with me. You didn't want me to hold your hand.
Not at all.
No.
Nope.
But you would run under and in the clothing rack.
I think all kids
And
do
even back then, we had to watch our children, right, Mom? So Tico would always do that, and that would aggravate. Okay, one day specifically, we were at, oh God, I want to say Fairlane.
Oh boy. Okay, say Fairlane.
And Tico was running around. I believe Cameron was in the
stroller.
Stroller.
Yeah.
And I was with my girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and she had her son in the stroller too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I said, oh, okay, let's try to stick together. Tico went zip, zip. I looked up, and I didn't see you. And I'm calling, and I'm slapping those clothes like, where is he? And we looked out in the mall. And you know how they have the halls,
Yeah.
And I look way down. Tico running like wee. Because he had little blondish hair back then, little curls. I said, when I get him, do you remember?
I don't remember that. I cannot recall. I don't
when
recall.
I caught him, I looked at my girlfriend because she had a little one, and I looked at her and I said, "Don't have no more kids. Don't have no more kids."
Ain't that nothing?
And I said to you, I remember grabbing you. And I just grabbed you, and I wouldn't let you go. I said, we're going to have to find somewhere for you to go when we go to the mall.
Now, what's funny about that, Internet's, fast forward. One of my kiddies, I had a similar situation happen, right? So it was hilarious. I wasn't out at Fairlane Mall, but I was at one of the malls that's about to be run down, Eastland Mall. So I'm buying shoes for my boys, and, one's at this point infant, damn near my arms, right? I'm holding. And my other little guy, Jordan, the rambunctious one, looking at the sneaker wall while I'm checking out. Now I'm watching him, and I'm like, yo, man, don't go nowhere. I'm like, every 2 seconds, I'm like, yo, I'm out to pay as I'm holding my other little guy in my hand. Mind you, I'm at a mall where it requires such a Glock 17 on the side of my hip. So I have such Glock 17 on the side of right hip, baby in the left arm, and little fella at the sneaker wall while I'm trying to pay. And I see him, and he's etching up. And I'm like, hey, where you going, man? Next thing I know, phew, nigga takes off. I'm like, God damn it. So I instantly dropped the credit card. Didn't want to drop the baby in hand. So now I'm running, and I'm like, hey. And he is taking off so fast like it's a game. I got gun rattling around on my hip, baby in one hand, and he's running. I'm like, don't somebody see this kid? Stop him. Hey, damn it. And I really cannot, catch him. I can't catch him.
Right.
He's running so damn fast. I got this baby in my hand and a gun swinging. I'm like, oh my God, I'm starting to sweat. And I'm just yelling. People are looking at me laughing. Ah! I'm like, oh, hell no. So then it gets to a point where he runs out the mall into a Target's, right? And he goes into Target and he don't know where to go left or right, so he keeps going straight. But then he hits the deli part and it's like, oh, shucks. Fork in the road, left to right. But by that time, I had reached such arm out and grabbed ass and couldn't even get 2 words out before I was like, hey, what the hell are you doing?
And I will call that payback.
Tore him up so bad.
Yes.
And these people just looking at me. I had to go back down to the damn store to sign my damn credit card slip, to get the shoes, to get out. Tired, man.
Payback.
Tired.
Payback.
It's tired.
Now you know how it feels.
You didn't have a gun on your hip, Mom. It's tired.
I didn't have
I can't be running with kids. Hey, with a damn gun swinging off my damn hip.
Tico sound like he wanted them kids that might have needed a leash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Push it faster, they say.
I considered.
Mom, I'm glad you put no damn leash on me. The hell I look like with a leash?
I considered.
That would have been so funny
You
to
got
have in
some
a picture.
leashes on your kid? No, that wouldn't have been funny with a
funny
picture.
to have in a
Nope.
picture.
No.
That's the only thing I feel like today. These moms today, they're gonna look 20 years ahead. Oh, look at the leash on them, like
Right.
had the 3-foot choker. You know? Like that's how y'all did me, huh, Mom? Like we needed a choker for you. You was out of control.
Well, what's funny, one thing I can remember though, because that's the thing how we all started this show. One thing I know with Sherm and Tom, we used to stay, in Detroit back in the day, and I don't know if you remember, right when Sherm, it's funny like you said, I'm always bringing people home. Hey, how's it going? This such and such. Bring home Sherm one day. They're like, yo, who is this black ass nigga you brought home with you?
Oh, no, not sorry.
Where the hell did you meet this? Where the hell did you
said,
pick him up
wait
at?
a minute. That's,
didn't
this, is
say
what
that.
this is what I'm talking about. Didn't I tell y'all he going to say what he want to say?
Did you
and
not
think
say?
the way he said, I know I did
Internet,
not.
y'all know I'm light skinned, right? So if I bring home somebody that is,
Teek.
the opposite of color, right? The other end of the spectrum.
totality
It's the
of color.
totality, right, of color,
This is all color.
right? You want to know, make sure this is safe, make sure you want to bring somebody safe in the house. Is he going to rob us?
Tico.
Did he
Tico.
swindle you to come inside the house?
He's so bogus.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you something.
Tell him. Soldier boy, tell him.
This is your mother speaking.
Yes. Tell the internet.
When
what did you think when Sherm first came around?
I didn't know him,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't like, oh Lord, what?
Who is
I
this
never
nigga?
do
Darkness.
Darkness, everybody.
that. No,
Darkness
no.
is spreading.
Wrong, right? No, I'm pretty sure, 1,000% sure you didn't.
You know I didn't, because
No,
I ain't
I
ain't never been like that. I don't know what Tico talking about. He always trying to put me on the
No,
spot, but
we
that's
go back
okay.
to the what was the Cadillac?
CTS?
they
No,
first came out.
the Catera.
Catera.
Cadillac
yeah.
Catera
Yeah.
days.
To the Catera on Grand River.
Right.
Yeah.
I was driving that Catera when y'all was out of town. And that GMC.
No, he was.
And that dually GMC.
Tell the story about what was it, the voicemail
The voicemail.
we left trying to spend the night.
Oh,
Trying to spend the night.
dog, that's actually funny. You need to tell that. I forget parts of that. That is pretty damn funny.
So I don't know if you remember it. You might remember it. I don't know if they were out of town.
I think mom's out. They was always out of
They
town.
might have been out of town.
Tico,
And,
leave the house to you. Do as you wish.
And I wanted to spend the night over. Of course, I wanted to spend the night over Tico's house.
That's right.
And then
Pausers, but yeah.
because it was in a very nice area of
Affluent is what they call it.
Detroit. So
Right.
of course I wanted to stay over there.
Right.
And then
I have my own floor.
I never could get permission to do stuff like that a lot.
So did I disguise my voice? Is that the
Yeah. So
Oh no.
this
You didn't get permission from me?
you're right.
Okay.
And so
remember this story?
we this was before I hadn't even asked you yet. I just was like, this is what we need to do, because if not, she's gonna say no.
I think I remember.
Because this was like after, or maybe this was before the Up and Smoke tour.
This is
after?
before Up and Smoke. This is way before.
Okay,
I think
we'll
I
get to that
remember
too.
this.
This is way
So
before.
anyway, so I had, we came up with this plan together. Like, hey, we need to figure out a way to call, like, it's a parent calling to,
I remember you talking to me.
Yeah.
You disguised his voice. I remember that.
So he had a
Told you
super D.
about
He put a
Tico.
super D voice on.
You should have shut the whole operation down.
What? I mean, it worked at the time. It
It
worked.
worked. No, but it wasn't afterwards. It was after
I was
that
like-
that I discovered.
I was like,
And I could just remember, it working. And I remember all we really did was, I remember he had his mom's car, the
Catera.
the Catera.
Uh-huh.
I remember going somewhere. I remember on Livernois. We were doing something on Livernois. I don't remember what it was, but I remember we went and got some damn chicken nuggets, and we came back, and we were like looking at TV or something, and we were trying to like get all these kind of people to come over, but nobody would come over, and we were like, this is the wackest thing ever. We were like this huge house, and we just me and him, and then I remember, I don't know if like Cam was little at the time. And I remember I was supposed to sleep on the couch or something like that. Or no, Teek was supposed to sleep in Cam's room, and I was supposed to sleep on the couch. And then he was like, nah, I'm sleeping in my parents' bed. You can sleep in Cam's room. And I was like, that's messed up, man. Because he had this big old room and all this stuff like that. And mind you, he had his own floor upstairs. So I was like, well, I just can't sleep up there. I don't even know why I didn't get to sleep up there, but it worked. It worked. And then I think you opened your mouth like years later and said something.
yeah, it was pretty funny because I disguised my voice.
Yeah, because I was going to say that.
And I was talking to her.
got
I was
all
like,
proper.
hi, hello, how are you? Yes,
is Chico's
this is
father.
yeah, this is
He was going through this whole thing, and I bought into it. I said, how you doing? He said, he says, Tom, we would like for Tom to spend the night with Tico. They got some events planned and everything. He was talking just like a grown-up, and I said, oh, really? He says, but, Tom felt that I should call you and get permission for him to spend the night. He said, so I know we haven't really physically met, but I wanted to introduce myself. I mean, he had it on. I don't know if he was reading from a script or what, you know. And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, that's not a problem. Tom can spend the night. And then later when I found out, I said, yeah, you played me. I told you played me, you know.
I know nothing about that.
I cannot confirm nor deny. Where's your
Once
mom at?
again-
She's out of town. I got the keys. Don't worry about it. I know the code. She told me to lock up. What did Chris Rock say?
Where was the dog?
If you do
was
something
there.
other than set your kid in front of the TV and tell him, "Mama, be right back," you might learn something.
I remember that part.
Oh my God.
And he did it in such a way where he did sound like
That's right.
an adult.
Very
He was
proper.
all proper.
That's because my son Tico is a professional in what he does. And that's a great example.
Touche, Lupe.
Oh, Lord.
Throwback.
I remember that.
Throwback. But yeah, man, Sherm used to come to the crib. Tom used to come to the crib. And it's just, been brothers for over, literally damn near 20 years now. It's crazy, give or
Long
take.
time.
Old guys, old pals.
Speak for yourself there, sir.
Speak for yourself.
Still young.
Yeah.
I feel young.
It's a long time.
I'm not young.
Till you get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Right.
Back reminds me I'm not young.
Oh, goddamn.
But on a side note, there's not many younger people today that can have the connection that you guys have. You've been friends for years. And I think it's just fantastic. Okay. A lot of people separate, break up, get angry, a lot of things, but you all have stuck together.
To the
All
bitter
of this
end,
time.
yeah.
You've been supportive of each
trying.
other.
Thick and thin.
You know what's crazy? And R.I.P. Miss Sherman, man, because she bought me this microwave back in another lifetime of mine,
Yeah, way back.
way back, that I still own to this day. Do you know that?
I
That is,
do now.
that is still upstairs,
Crazy.
working as such. She used to come in, she used to go in the Sherm house. She used to be like, "Hey, how are you?" And she'd be like, "Joe!" to get him to come downstairs. And she was so cool, man. Sherm be like, "All right, mama, we gone. We going down the street. We're getting hot and ready, mama. Shit. All right, damn." I'll be like, "Hey, Sherm, man."
I got my face slapped.
I'm like, "It's cool, man." It's like, nah. Later for this.
I can see you saying that.
Squeeze this.
Later for this.
Sherm was like, "Later for this, mama. We'll be right back."
See you tomorrow or something.
See you tomorrow.
Granted, it's like 10th grade though.
It's 10th
so I
grade.
don't know what I was doing, but nah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. To
Rest
her,
in
right?
peace. Rest in peace, man. It's crazy. Internet, so we're going to take a break. Give your ear holes, a little bit of breathing room. Listening to the sounds of freshly made beats. Check them out. Blue Tigers Fitted. We'll be right back. Internet, we're back at it. Second half of the show. Did you like going down memory lane? Back down memory lane.
Yes.
Well, guess what? It ain't over. It ain't over. It was. I was sounding like it too, didn't it? Don't expect me to do a solo.
Right.
God damn it. But anyway, songs that folks used to listen to in the club. I know I haven't been to the club in years myself.
Yeah, I'm not a clubber.
We're going to ask the mamas, what songs were y'all listening to before Daz?
Dance, dance, just go dance. Dance, dance, just go dance.
What clubs were y'all going to?
Just go there. And then he plays a little.
Oh God.
flute. Oh.
They're not even around anymore, right?
What clubs were y'all going
The
to?
Rhinoceros Club.
That was
That was a club.
It was a club.
See?
Club. No, let me take you back to Henry's Cocktail Lounge.
Cocktail Lounge.
Henry's
Let
Cocktail
me
Lounge.
take you back to the Mozambique.
Oh, Lord.
You gotta say where these places were at.
I thought these were
Henry's
other
was
kind
on
of
Finkel.
establishments.
Wasn't Henry's
Yeah.
on Finkel?
Henry's, yeah.
Why's Mozambique?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Too. It was on Finkel.
Pretty sure it's not the same
And
one.
wait a minute.
I'm pretty-
Wait a minute. Let me take y'all back. See, no, listen.
No, I'm listening. I want to hear about y'all Watt stories.
What was Henry's? What was that?
Henry's
was
on
on
Finkel.
No, what kind of club was it?
It was a club where you go and drink and sometimes.
No, they would have entertainment.
Like what kind of entertainment?
You know what kind of entertainment.
No.
It was called Henry's for a reason.
The only reason we say,
stylistics.
the only reason we asked, the only
People
reason
know
we
where
asked,
they going with this.
Y'all
it's
talking about
a,
male dancers?
it's a Henry's now that's.
No.
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Back
Tell
in the
them-
day,
It wasn't like
Tell them
that.
about it regular ass time.
No, I don't know. I just remember y'all mentioning about it.
And Henry's is
What you know about that?
Henry's isn't open
Okay,
anymore.
okay, I see how it
Henry's
is.
closed.
No, Henry's Cocktail Lounge was on Finkel.
Cocktail
And
Lounge,
they
huh?
used to have like groups like
Stylistics.
Stylistics and
Harold Melvin and Blue Notes.
yes.
People like that would come there. And
yeah, the
perform.
good groups back in the day.
And they had another place on Oakland, just before you got to West Grand Boulevard.
The 10 Gentlemen, do you remember that?
I remember 10 Gentlemen, but this one was the Phelps, if I'm not mistaken.
Phelps Lounge.
I saw the
That was on the east
Stylistics
side.
there.
Yeah.
Listen to these ladies.
It was right there on Oakland, just before you get to West Grand Boulevard. I remember
And
that.
what was that club on Chicago on Chicago? Ooh, I saw Chaka Khan in this club.
Chaka Khan.
I'm trying to think. I can't think of the name.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't Doug's, was it?
Doug, there's a lot of dude names for these
Doug's
clubs.
Lounge.
Just one
When
singular.
you own it, you can call it whatever you want.
This is Mr. Mike's club.
Mr. Kelly.
Mr. Kelly.
Mr. Kelly. On the
Kells.
east side. I'm
Oh, Lord,
telling you.
I don't go on the East Mile.
That's great. They had way more party options than
Back
we
in
did.
the
Yeah, they
day,
did.
Way
the
more.
Grapevine.
Oh,
We got like
Lord.
3.
Who's the one on
If
Six
that.
Mile?
6 Mile.
Smiling Well.
Uh,
Remember Burning
Pick your
Spear?
back up, knock her back down.
Burning Spear.
Burning Spear.
The Black Orchid.
Orchid.
The Black
By
Orchid.
the railroad track on
Wait,
Davison
Davison.
and somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Henry's Cocktail Lounge.
Yeah,
You
we
said that
remember
one already.
Watts
that.
Mozambique.
Yeah, we said that.
What about the one that was right there between Grand River and 12th or 14th? There was another club that was there.
Oh.
You remember that one?
Can we talk about the music that we play in these clubs?
We got carried away.
y'all naming off these, these clubs.
But no, back
right?
in the day, we had a lot of more of a variety. I don't know what y'all got now. And we had actual entertainment, like groups who had, albums out and because we always had concerts. We had many more concerts than what
Think so?
we have now. Oh,
And
yeah.
matter of fact, Nancy Wilson came to either Henry's Cocktail or something. We had very popular people that came here to Detroit.
The Pontchartrain Hotel,
Pontchartrain
downtown,
Hotel.
which is now the Crown
Crown Plaza.
Plaza. Across the street, there was on Larner, there was a club where Donna Summer performed. Okay.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
To love you.
So it was like a Bruno Mars kind of live performance every
Oh,
night.
it was live.
20
It was live
bands.
entertainment. Live entertainment.
And let's not even start talking about the Funkadelics.
But
okay?
that was the era of cocaine, though. Cocaine hit the streets.
Which one?
When you could party for 72
Yeah,
hours
yeah,
straight.
you partied. Yeah.
That was-
Crack came, and it was strange how it rocked us.
That's 72 hours straight.
You know,
Yeah, with hula hoops.
Right.
And the
Imaginary hula hoops.
concerts was outstanding.
And yes, they were.
We
Earth,
had
Wind, and
concerts
Fire. I mean, back in the day, even though they're still good now, but ooh, you ain't seen
Them niggas
nothing.
is old. George Clinton's ass is walking around with a goddamn bed sheet and 2 strands of hair on his head.
But he's still now he's
still
wearing a suit.
performing.
He's still
He's still
performing.
performing.
He's still making that money.
You can't get me to go to a
Listen,
Parliament Funkadelics
but
concert
back
right
in
now.
the day, Parliament. Okay.
Sir knows devoid of funk.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We know.
Know this.
Oh!
Y'all
Okay.
don't have them kind of groups no more.
We do.
No, you don't.
We've got groups.
You got groups.
We've got Kendrick.
But
We've
back-
got
no,
Drake.
but
Drake's
not a
Drake's
group.
a whole
That's
group
one
in
person.
himself.
Right.
Drake's
no.
a group in himself.
And that's good.
Can't go one episode without talking about
Not
Drake.
one.
People really sung. The music could go out, and they still had the harmony.
Have you heard Passion Fruit yet by
There's
Drake?
a lot of people now that
You haven't heard Passion
They
Fruit?
don't
We're
try.
gonna
they don't try. to
we're
sing
gonna
without
play
music,
Passion Fruit
okay?
for the ladies.
If the music isn't there, they can't carry a tune.
No.
Lyrics ain't nothing.
They
if the
heard
beat ain't
real
cracking.
music. I don't know if they're gonna like that Drake like that, but
They'll
we'll
like the
see.
Drake. They'll move. I think they'll move.
I've heard Drake. I gotta.
The
see
Passion
I like
Fruit.
Drake. I like his voice.
I don't know if
actually.
Passion Fruit is on there, but I do. Gotta see.
Well, that just takes me to my next, little thing here. I call it Happy Summertime. It ain't here yet. I'm trying to get summertime here. It's almost 70 some odd degrees.
It's gonna be 80 on next week. So.
We'll see about that, regular ass. I saw
don't
some
know. It's
storms on the way.
Yeah.
I saw some Wicked Witch of the, was it the West was the bad one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Glenda was from the East.
Yep.
Yeah, happy summertime, right? So last year, every summer comes around. And last year, we talked about what to wear, what not to wear. And specifically our ladies out there of what they should wear and what not to wear. So, feet like to come out during the summertime. Toes like to breathe. And one thing, me personally, that I've always looked forward to, is a nice set of toes on maybe a nice platform of shoes. However, what I don't look forward to is the back of someone's heel looking like they had to stop their car because the brakes is bad.
Like Barney Rubble and Fred Flintstone.
like some Flintstones action, right? So
Crusty.
happy summertime has to be happy, right? What's that saying? If your hair is tired and nappy, put something in it and make it happy. Do you remember that? So we want to talk about what folks should be wearing and what they shouldn't be wearing for summertime. So if the toes are going to come out, they need to be painted.
pedicure,
right?
pedicure.
Okay, right.
Is this strictly women or is this like
We're
men
going to
and
go women.
or-
We're just women here. Because last year, so I talked about, let me give you another reference too.
Okay.
So elbows, okay.
Ashes out.
Ash is out, okay? So another thing I was telling our audience is that you can tell the age of a woman when their elbows are at an extended length, okay? And just as you know how a tree, when you cut a tree down and there's rings on the tree and you see the years of the rings around the tree, if the elbow's at an extension, you can see and tell the years on the elbow. I'm serious as a heartbeat. And I've had feedback from our listeners that said, damn, Teek, you right. I saw this chick. She looked like she was 26 and she was 36 because I saw her elbows once they were extended. You were right.
What you mean they stick out?
No, just if you walking, just regular walk.
You gonna make me look.
See how the elbows? You got to look. You can tell because there's a lot of women out here trying to fool people, but you can look at them elbows and tell them elbows don't lie. There's no elbow jobs going on, right? Okay, but you can tell.
Have that.
So I would like to hear from you all. What would be an acceptable happy summertime type of vibe / clothing wear that you would give to our listeners out there? So pedicure you heard, but what if Mom, let me ask you this. So you know how like a foot, say this is the right foot, and you got the big toe, right? What if that middle toe extends a little bit further than that big toe? What do they do then? You know what I'm talking about, right? You ever seen somebody with a big toe and a middle toe stick longer than a big toe?
Well, let's wait. Okay. First of all, everybody's feet do not look the same. Everybody has different I would
Amen
say
to that.
styles of feet. Whatever your feet look like, okay, that
Okay.
you were born with, created, whatever.
Uh-huh.
God created your hands, feet, and everything else.
Uh-huh.
If they're clean,
Okay. That's
if
number
they're-
one.
If they're manicured, even if you just have a French toenail, the
A tip. The little
little
tip.
tip,
Okay.
clean. Number one is clean.
Okay.
clean.
Clean.
Those heels should never have even gotten to the point where they would have been ashy.
Yep, no ash.
Okay.
You know, get some coconut oil
Okay. Coconut oil.
and put it on those feet.
No
Get you a
blisters.
tub of you don't even if you can't get a pedicure, get you a big bowl, put some warm water in there, throw some Epsom salt in there,
Okay.
little tea tree oil, okay, and put on your hands some baking soda.
Baking soda.
Scrub your feet all around your feet and
Okay.
your heels around the top of your toes.
And y'all wonder where I get it from.
Okay.
Right.
and let them soak. It not only looks good, it feels
It feels
good.
good. And when you
So
look
when you
good,
look
you
good
feel
and feel
good.
good.
And when you feel good, you do good.
And somebody good gonna come to you.
Come to you.
And there's a brush you can buy.
Here's a
Yeah.
brush.
The brush is two-sided. One part has the wires like to where you can scrub your toenails, get that crud and dirt from under. Then the other part serves as almost like an emery board, so you can scrape off
See,
your heels
because
and get that dead
stop
skin
going
off.
to the Chinaman and letting them use a damn cheese grater on your goddamn heels.
And then you get
And you be all tore up and get a goddamn infection and got to go to the damn foot surgeon.
Cheese
Because they're
grater.
using a damn cheese grater on your
Do
toes.
it at home. It's simple. It's easy. And it doesn't. I mean, and if you get used to doing it, do it once a week.
Do it once a week, baby.
Then
Keep them
your
feet right.
will never. Don't you? Do you like getting in the bed
With
and
rough
your
feet?
Don't they snag all the way getting down into the bottom of the sheet? I mean, I don't like that feeling. So
I don't
why would
like-
somebody else.
I don't like rough toes on me either, Mom.
Okay, and that's for men and that one's for men and women.
And women.
Okay.
Men can get pedicures too.
Oh, I do. Once a month, at
Do
least.
not.
Toes is nice.
Do not. And I have seen this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the science or the mystery behind it. But why, ladies, do
Mm-hmm.
you have your toenails longer than your fingernails?
That's a thing.
For real? For real?
Well, you don't, Sherm, you don't get their socks off, but you know.
They do that.
They do that, and I don't know if they still do it, but some of the pedicure people, they'll actually put. Remember how they used to put a little ring on your finger, a nail?
They put it on their
It was
toe.
a ring they put on their toe.
A ring on the toe. A toe ring?
And it gets,
No, on the toenail.
it gets even deeper than that. If they don't have
Sound like
a
some
long
Pirates of the
nail
Caribbean
on their
type
toe,
shit.
they have them put the fake nail on top of that, file it down, cut it.
Come
so
on,
it
mama.
looks like
Yes.
they got real nails where their
I've
toes
seen
are.
it.
So it's a nail flip?
I don't understand that at all.
I don't understand it
Because,
either.
I don't know any man that would
Want fake toenails. Who wants that?
That's how
What?
you can catch an infection too.
Yeah.
I don't want no
You know
I
what?
don't want no infections.
To be clean and natural is it should be all the time.
So what about sundresses? Sundresses aren't for everyone.
No.
Okay? Because some of y'all out here is looking like y'all. Some.
Say women.
Some women.
Some. They out here looking like SpongeBob, like a box.
Yes.
Okay? And that dress, you know, it's supposed to be for a figure, right? Or some, as my uncle would say, figure. Right? It's supposed to be for figure. And, you know, the sundress is supposed to lay a certain way on the body this summer. It's not supposed to be, you know, blowing in the wind like you're a flagpole and it's the damn, you know, United States of America flag on a pole. Okay? It's supposed to like, it's supposed to like straighten out and then just boof. Like it's you know,
We understand.
you understand, right? So, what do you say to those ladies in sundresses and where everybody can't wear them?
Let me just say this. Ladies. And I'm gonna get serious right now because this is an issue
Yes, to tell
all
them.
over the world.
It's an epidemic.
Issue. Okay. God made the woman fearfully and wonderfully.
Look at that.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with the shape of your body, your hair, your hairline.
It is depending on
No, Teek,
how far.
just wait.
4 head, 5 head. Go ahead.
I told y'all this is Tico's mother.
That's your son.
Yeah, I know, right?
Some of y'all hairlines.
Sometimes we have to take a moment to breathe, and then I get back into what I'm trying
Let's
to tell
thank Jesus
y'all.
for a ball cap.
This is why you would have had the leash. This is why you would have had the leash.
So, Anyway, ladies, I want you to understand that the more natural you are, and I don't mean natural. If you need a little cheek, like a little,
little
rose
cheek?
or blush on your face, if you need an eyeliner on your eye, that's fine. But let's not go overboard. I think we go overboard with our bodies. We want to look a certain way, and we get these injections and just totally change the way we were created. Nobody looks the same.
So
I don't want to look like somebody else. I want to look like me.
So if you're a box, be a box.
If you're a box, be a box.
Right?
If
you're
you
a
got
box,
skinny legs and big old boobs, then
let it be. Let them
it
out.
be. You
Bring
have
'em out.
you have a natural quality that you have to believe in yourself. You have to have confidence in yourself. And if people talk about you, you know what?
Let them talk.
Let them talk.
'Cause I'ma talk.
They have issues, okay?
I'm going to talk. If her feet are webbed, webbed feet is really a thing. Someone tried to tell me that was like a unicorn, webbed feet. Did you hear about that?
No.
Webbed feet is a thing.
I didn't.
There's a Greek girl I know that has them. But webbed feet are a thing. If I ever see webbed feet, or y'all know who Sanaa Lathan is, right? If you ever see her thumb,
Yes.
what's that?
It's messed up.
It's called a club thumb.
Club
It's messed up.
If I ever see a club thumb,
Are y'all sure that's a thing? Before
that
we
is
go
definitely a
forward?
thing. Internet's
something
club
wrong
thumb.
with
it's a club thumb. It literally looks like Sherm, so her thumb's like this, and somebody cut it clean off. So if you ever see a movie with her, the
There's
thumb.
some men like that
Oh,
too.
my
They
God.
have their whole hand that looks like that.
Well, those are called heroin hands. That's what I call those. You ever see a bum's hands that injects heroin?
No,
They have
I'm-
no vein left, ma, so they
Yes.
just shoot it in their
No,
little finger.
I'm talking about the
Hey,
fingernail. I'm talking about the
on the fingernail.
Freddie's dead. That's what I said.
But no, on a serious note, everyone should try as best as they can. You dress to enhance your natural look.
How do you enhance a box, ma?
If you're a box, then that means you gotta step up and get a little larger size, so you don't see all of these.
Thank
You got to.
Stomach, you don't see all.
So you gotta
this
go
chest.
3D
You
to
have
4D.
No, you
No.
just have to dress accordingly. It makes you look more appropriate.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be, let's say 250, and you're trying to squeeze in a size 12. You know
Come
you
on,
can't get in
come
that
on
12.
now.
Come on, 22.
Okay, you can't do
Come on, 22.
You can't get in a 12.
Lucky
can't.
number 22.
And
22.
then those are the people, unfortunately, you see them out at the club, okay? Squeezing in, everything's out.
And so so people look at them the wrong way. These men will sit up and be like, oh, and then it's just not. It's not who they are.
That's not who they are.
Once again, wear your size. If you don't like your size, then and you want to be a smaller size, then get into a health program.
Yeah,
You
lose
know,
weight.
A health program.
A health program.
I like how you, can I ask a question?
Okay.
How do you compare what the women of today? I don't know if y'all out and about and y'all might see a young. I don't want to call them what we traditionally.
Thoughts?
Yes.
You know what?
He said it.
You know what
before.
thoughts mean, right?
What's that?
THOTS. Them hoes over there.
Oh,
So we know the type. We could go with Skeezer or
Scallywags.
we can go to old school.
Either.
but those are people.
You
when
skeezer.
when you see women like that,
You know,
when you see women like
yeah.
that, these are women who are starved for some type of attention. And any way they can get the attention,
That's how
even
they
by
gonna-
wearing the tight-fitting clothes, if a man gives them a look, they think they got half a chance. They don't
Yowzers.
care that it looks disrespectful. All they know is they want some form of attention from a man. That's what you see nowadays a lot in the club.
Go ahead,
Well,
scumbag
no,
Sean.
it's not even so much that. Like I know these type of women have existed all through time. Let's be fair, they have.
Yeah,
It's
they
more
have-
now.
Okay, that's pretty much my point.
And you know why? Because
Yeah.
they don't have anyone to teach them that okay, this is how I want you to put this on. I want you to dress like this. I want you to be a lady. Nobody teaches these young girls to be a lady. A lot of them don't even know what a lady is.
That's true.
That's why they call themselves all these bitches and hoes and let men and
That's not
other
in the
women
Bible.
call them that.
No,
Okay,
you're not wrong. Yeah,
so
you're
so
right.
I can't totally blame that generation, I have to blame I'm sorry, but there is no one in their lives that's teaching them, okay, no, we don't do that. No, you're not going out in that little skimpy dress and no drawers on.
They don't get any.
Well, that all depends.
No
They
direction.
get no direction on how to
No.
properly dress. They don't
Well,
get it.
So these 2017 thoughts is not on the level of the 1984 thoughts, is what you're saying. they above and beyond. That's all. That's all.
Above and beyond. What?
But that's what it is.
I'm just saying, man.
The style of dress has changed
Okay.
Drastically.
Yeah, that's what I'm
to
talking
the point
about.
where they prefer to go out half naked if they think it's going to draw some man's attention to them. Okay, and what's the average thing that happens? First thing the guy said, well, she looks like a skeezer.
that's
so
what I
let's
say.
approach her
Say
as
she looks like a
skeezer.
scallywag.
Okay,
Wow.
and then they'll turn around and act like their feelings are hurt because the guy approaches them that way. Well, you presented yourself that way. You
So I walked
True.
in there and I said, look.
You came in dressed like that, so I thought that's what you wanted.
Hey,
You wanted that
but
type of attention.
let me ask you
so
this. Rick James was around, right? Y'all used to like Rick James.
I liked Rick James.
Yeah.
Okay.
For his music, what are
And
you
Rick
talking
James
about?
was a pimp.
Okay,
So,
And I walked in there and I said, look, I'm Rick James.
and who were his women that he picked out?
White.
Who? Name one.
Tina Marie.
No, she was in love.
don't even
was
start.
in
Don't
love.
even
She
try
was
that
in
Tina
love
Marie
with him.
stuff, okay?
She
No.
played the drums, right?
Yep.
Is that on?
No.
That was Portuguese
No,
in
you
Love.
think
No,
about,
that's
you
Sheila
think about
E.
Sheila E.
Yeah, you think
No,
she lead.
she
Tina Marie
played
was, remember?
The singer,
played the
White
guitar.
Chocolate. Yeah,
White
yeah,
Chocolate.
Yeah. Wasn't that they call her something? White something.
No, Vanilla Child.
Vanilla
could- she
Child.
could-
Okay.
Child, white
But she was in love. She was in love with
No,
Rick
that
James.
was
Right,
strict.
right,
That was
right.
a musical.
Rick James was a pimp, baby. Glow.
Tico.
Was
We
he
ain't gonna
not?
talk. We ain't gonna talk about pimps right now.
But we
Okay.
ain't gonna talk about Rick
That's all
James,
right.
'cause Rick
Pimps
James
is
was
okay.
the man.
Pimps is cool.
We
Oh, you want-
P.I.M.P.
Back in the day, he was the man.
You want-
Person in making profit. What's wrong with that?
Say what?
We just talked about a whole episode a couple weeks ago.
We did.
We did.
Pretty sure I missed that one.
No, we did. We was talking about the pimps up, hoes down theory.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, remember that? Ice-T, right?
Well,
Yeah.
but Rick
Mr.
James,
White Folks?
Rick James
But
is an
Rick-
all timer though. You said we
He
can't say nothing
cold
bad
blooded.
about-
Who are you?
We can't say nothing
Who do you
about-
belong to? Like you a pet?
I mean, Rick James still teaching the game.
My point of view is, girl, I think you're hot. If we try, right?
He was talented.
What words can I describe?
Yeah, he was
There's no
talented.
dictionary book
It's
to
too
explain
bad-
how you
It's
look.
too bad them drugs took him right on out of here. So
That's what I'm saying.
it.
70s
That's
drugs and
just-
alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, cocaine.
Yeah.
Hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was gifted.
Oh yeah, he was gifted.
Play that
He was
guitar.
gifted all right.
He was gifted.
Okay, moving on.
Moving
Did
on.
you know that James Brown had a drug problem?
I did. James Brown was the man.
He had a drug
He always called out
So you saying
Bobby?
the drugs make the musicians greater?
Yes,
No,
I do.
I don't think so.
I think
So
so.
you feel like
I think
musicians
so.
need more cocaine these
No,
days?
I don't say that. I think what happened with a lot of them because they overbooked themselves to tours and things, and maybe they were tired, and that caused them to do some drug enhancement so they'd be on a high to go out there and perform. But I don't think they.
James Brown was the man.
James
Now,
Brown.
Mr. Brown, he ain't gonna do it that way. Bobby.
See, but
I don't know.
As soon as they get popular, you know who comes in and say,
Mr. White Folks.
y'all
The little white
making-
devil
y'all
taps him on
making
the shoulder.
Too much money. And so now we want to control you because that's how it's always been.
White people.
We want to control you. Oh, you good. Oh, you can draw what? You doing how much on the tour? See, James Brown wasn't having that in the beginning. He got his own plane. He was doing his own thing. They
Yeah.
came to him, but he knew they was going to do him wrong.
Right.
And then it was so sad that eventually, by him working himself the way he did, and yes, the drugs came in because that's how it happens. And then now you can't control what you do, and here come Mr. Whitey.
That's true.
I'm sorry, it's real.
No, it is. It's very real.
What
We say it all the
What was the
time.
interview, Sherm, when he was sitting there with the white lady on the news and he had them glasses on and he was talking about.
Oh, when he was drugged out?
What did he say? He was like, She asked me like, "What do you think about Mr. Brown?"
That
Blah,
was his
blah, blah.
wife. 'Cause his
No,
wife-
No.
This is a news
This
reporter.
another one?
This is like CNN or something.
He's like, "You heard Mama's got a new bag?"
like what?
It's drugs and alcohol.
He was having
It was
a
just sad.
own
You remember Get
conversation
On Up?
with
Did you see
himself.
Get On Up? The rendition, right? I cried at the end with niggas. Please, please, please. Nigga said please for like 10 minutes, and it just.
I mean,
It hurt my heart.
That was a song.
Please.
He was just
And that's what
begging ass
that's
niggas.
what the devil do. He gets all these talented. He gets into all these talented. All of our people are talented and creative,
And he gets into them.
and he gets into them through drugs.
So what was
That
the song?
influence.
What was the song? If you want to ride, don't ride.
Don't
what?
ride the,
Don't ride the white
That
horse.
was about cocaine.
That was
That
definitely
was about-
about.
Yeah.
If you
That was-
want to
and
ride,
yeah.
don't ride the white horse.
It was definitely about
Yeah.
cocaine.
And it was funny. I used to hear that song growing up. My parents would listen to it. I never knew what was happening. I never knew what was happening.
Now you know what was going on.
And listen to the words. Each time you heard that song, you'd hear something else, and it told the story.
Our people have a message in their music. Okay.
Who was that
Don't ever
group, by the
forget
way?
that. Who? The
Who was the group?
OJs.
That was OJ saying the White Horse?
No,
No,
it
it
wasn't.
wasn't
them.
OJ's.
Right.
That was a white group.
It was a white group.
War. No, it wasn't. It
Was
was,
it War?
war.
Was it War that sung
Yes. The world is a ghetto.
Yeah, it was
War.
some white guys
It's not
in
on
war.
that CD, is
but,
it?
Right.
you know,
I don't think it's on
It's
that
not
CD.
on that CD because I got
That was
one.
later on,
I was
I
like, wow. So
Yeah.
they sung about riding the white horse. I thought that was
Yeah.
somebody else.
What's the one song Curtis Blow? White Lines?
Oh,
White
yeah,
Lines.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, his name's
Yeah.
Curtis Blow. I just added up to me. Like, yeah.
I mean, it's a message.
That is correct for 500.
It's a message. You know, we used to listen to the beat. We didn't know what we was dancing to.
What's your satanic
but
music?
listen to
beat
the
is what made
message.
the song.
Yeah.
These what made the song.
If it had a good beat, you could get up and dance off of it. That's all you cared about.
I
But-
would
but it's a
die for
message.
you.
Them songs used to, when them live bands were going, they just play for like 30 minutes straight, though.
One song.
One song.
Right. It's just, y'all dudes still playing. Like,
Had a message.
Prince did have a message.
Yeah.
All of
message
his
with
music
all
had a
his music.
message. Yes.
Okay.
And it will live on
Yes.
until way after all of us are gone.
Michael
okay?
had a message with his music.
Sure did.
Michael did.
They select specific.
Don't
words.
do it. Don't do it.
Don't
I know
go there.
exactly what you about to do. Don't do it.
Hey.
Don't stop. Just
Hey.
go to the next. Go to the next one. Don't do it.
Don't try
I
to
wonder
talk
if we
bad
had
about
the
him.
same
Don't.
thing pop into our head.
You don't do it either. Don't do
talk about
it.
MJ.
Keep going.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Keep going.
Don't
Yes,
talk
you
about
are.
MJ.
You're gonna do it anyway.
That's not
Mike's the
even.
man, man.
No, you're gonna do it anyway. I know you.
But he's
Watch.
a man that likes to.
Don't go there.
But anyway, no, you won't get me catch not
No.
80s Mike.
No.
Not early.
Didn't I say
Not
don't
on
do it?
this-
You,
not on
you
this-
still did it.
Hey,
Not
I
on
said
this
it.
show.
I didn't say
Not on the
anything.
show.
No.
You're going to
didn't say
watch.
anything. I'm not
You're, yes, you are.
No,
No
don't
one said
even-
it.
I won't. He will. I promise you. Watch.
Just remember this.
It might be 10 minutes later, but he's still gonna do
He
it.
started at 5 years old. He was a gift.
I like that one there.
He was a gift. He was a gift. So don't
Don't do that.
go
I
there.
told you.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't
I told
do
you
that.
he was gonna do it.
Mike's the
That's-
man.
Yeah. that's-
Reaching out.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna do it.
Mike in a minute.
Cut his mic. Cut
is-
the microphone.
Cut his mic
Cut
off.
his mic off.
This is his mother.
All right, for
Yeah.
the listeners, biggest difference between Detroit then and now. So now, we're the scallywags today, and we're the scallywags then. I think we mentioned that.
Shoot, clearly it's a million more dance halls back then.
Dance
Right.
hall.
It is now.
Live entertainment.
Live entertainment.
That's when niggas was putting like BBQ on the awning of the restaurant.
Yeah,
Live
yeah.
entertainment, like that's gonna really attract me to come into your place.
Do you think it was better then than it is now?
Yes.
It was better.
I think every generation thinks
It
that
was,
though.
no, it was
No,
better.
but it
better.
was.
It was
We
better.
had real music. People went out and had real fun. What are y'all doing? What can you do in the evenings?
Oh, it's a lot that goes down.
Well, no, but that you ain't got to be worried about somebody pulling out a gun or somebody getting in an argument. See, they used to get in an argument and fight in the clubs all the time.
I can do that in the evening.
But nobody.
Yeah, in your own house. You could be
But-
at home. Maybe that might
but
not happen.
nowadays,
All kinds of
these
sin.
these kids shoot to kill.
That's right.
So what they do back then? Shoot the play?
Nobody-
They might have had
Yeah.
a fight.
They had
a
dance
No, they had
battles.
dance off.
They had
Shit.
dance battles.
They had dance
They might
off.
have had a physical fight, but it wasn't about the gun.
They had the beat it situation.
Yeah, I was about to
It was not
say,
about the guns.
if
And
Michael
I'ma
Jackson was
tell you something
accurate,
else, and you remember this too. Back where I lived and when I grew up in the summertime when it was hot,
Uh-huh.
you could go to sleep with your windows up. You didn't have to worry about nobody coming in your house.
Right.
Never.
better not do that today.
They told you, don't you ever come around
You better not
here.
do that today. You never had to worry about that. You could leave all your windows up and nobody would bother you. You could go out and sit on your porch if it's that hot, like it used to get 90 degrees, 11, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, you sitting on your front porch. Nobody bothered you.
Now, you said you were a former police officer, right? Well, you brought it up. You mentioned it earlier. I was just going to ask from like that kind of perspective. I mean,
Police sergeant.
police sergeant.
That's right.
I know you've seen things in the city, that's probably you don't even want to,
All kinds of
relive,
scallywags.
but as far as from that angle, crime and all of that, how is it back then to now? I know in the 80s in Detroit, it was something else entirely.
It was different in the 80s when I got hired. I can't compare. Those times were not as violent as the ones we have now.
Wow.
They weren't, okay? And you see the news, you see everything that's happening. The years that I worked at 2 precincts before I got transferred and got promoted and went to the training academy, the things that have been happening in the last 4 and 5 years with officers getting attacked because they're responding to help somebody and a lot of them have died, that never happened back when I got hired in '89. People respected the police. Police officers were trained to be courteous, okay, and I know I was a trainer too, but there are some other variables that have affected that. You have more people out here snorting cocaine. You got a lot of people using heroin. You've got a lot of people popping all these strange, crazy pills, so it affects their behavior. And that's why the crime is, I have to say it like this, is going amok.
That's why I'm hearing these new and wild, crazy stories every evening.
It's
too.
a lot.
People still do heroin out there?
Unfortunately,
Bigger than ever, unfortunately.
Do they smoke the heroin? They still shoot it?
it's affected a lot of the younger people are doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Used to, back when I was younger, old school guys used to do the heroin and smoke the cocaine.
Exactly.
Okay. Now it's
Yeah.
role reversal. The young ones are doing it. The young ones are sticking people up, killing people if they see you out there on the street just to get the money so they can get money to get high.
Well, you know what it is, because it's now we're in the pill age where all these kids are doing opiates, and what happens when they can't get the opioids anymore? Heroin is still cheap and it's still available, so guess what happens?
I wouldn't know if heroin was
Heroin
more
is
available.
deadly.
I'm just saying,
It's
yeah.
always been deadly. okay?
Heroin's been around
It's
about
been
100
around
years now.
forever.
Yeah, like literally. So, unfortunately, it's
And heroin came in here from Europe, a lot of those foreign countries. Okay.
Stay woke on that one.
Niggas did their research on that.
Yeah, heroin.
Heroin's
a
been
killer, bro.
around for decades.
I just remember Sugar Hill and Romelo's pops taking it, and he passed out. Remember Sugar Hill? Remember the movie?
Yeah.
Romelo's pops.
But that's been around for years.
Damn heroin.
And we
Don't do
got
heroin in the nets.
The things that you heard about the Purple Gang, the mobsters in New York, all that was real.
That was real.
And
what about what's the one kid, the white guy that's about to get out of jail soon?
White Boy Rick.
Yeah,
White Boy Rick.
yeah.
Back in
and
back
all
in
of
the
that.
day, White Boy Rick was
the man.
The man.
He was the
Why,
man.
what was it? YBI? What about that one?
He wasn't part of that.
No, he
wasn't
wasn't.
part of that.
No,
He
no.
wasn't
Yep.
part of that.
YBI.
Yeah, that was a
He
gang.
He was
Yeah.
just dealing
Yeah.
drugs.
And the Joy Road area.
Young Boys Incorporated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sound like some
classic.
I can't say what I want to say, but
Yeah, don't.
But it was a lot. It was a lot.
You
of
get us
that.
all messed up in here.
And you remember the Chamber Brothers?
I do.
They was off into that too.
Sure were.
They were off into that
they're
tough.
just down the east side, aren't they? They got a couple.
Did they
businesses
get out
still
of
going.
jail?
Yeah, they got out.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I mean, there was some prominent people doing that. So
Procter and Gamble.
I bet there's still some prominent people doing that. We just don't know their names
it's
right
some-
now.
Check your
it's-
toothpaste,
you'd be
scope,
surprised- you'd
your
be
drawers you wear,
surprised of
Hanes.
People that are
why I wear drawers.
judges and attorneys. And they're doing that too.
Actually, no, I wouldn't, because I know a lot of salesmen. Like, not even gonna say personally, but people in the sales field dabble in the harder drugs. No, I'm not throwing nobody under the bus. I don't know anyone
You
that
almost
does that, but I know they exist.
I've heard.
I've heard things.
Just remember
I've heard
one
things.
thing: we didn't bring them drugs here.
No,
We
no,
sure
Our people didn't bring that stuff here. Okay, just remember that.
nope.
When
no,
you
thank
think
you.
it, just remember where it originated from. Our people were using and
Yeah.
dying. Okay, but
And that was the idea.
that was the idea.
That was the whole
But
idea.
We didn't bring it here.
True.
We didn't
True.
make the money off of it.
Right.
Yeah.
They did.
That's right.
Okay, and that's the tragedy.
So speaking of tragedy, let's flip it around and talk about a good memory. Do you remember a memory? Let's say of, your parents with the kids, with us as kids, maybe. Can you think of one?
I remember our father used to always take us to that park, Riverside Park, that where West Grand Boulevard ends, right there at the river.
Oh yeah.
He used to take us there so we could see the fireworks. I remember that.
That's probably still a low key good spot, unless that park is.
They've cleaned it up, but that's a nice spot. We used to go there.
Where
and
is
watch
this at
it.
again?
When you go down you go to Boulevard, take the Boulevard going towards the river, take it all the way out, and you're gonna run into that park.
All right. Worry about that.
We used to go there, and he'd take us to see the fireworks. I remember going to Belle Isle when they had the horse and buggy ride.
Horse and buggy.
And then they
And
had the whole ponies.
They had the
you could
ponies,
ride.
and they had the little paddle. You
could
get in the canoe. You could
get in the canoe. You could do all of that. They had the giant slide open a long time ago where you ride down there, and then the fountain
You
was
sit in a
working.
sack and
But the
slide
little
down the
ponies
sack.
was fun.
Oh yeah. But now since the state took over, they fixed up the fountain, so the fountain is
The
running.
fountain is
There's no more bums pee in the fountain anymore.
Oh, it's
thank
clean.
you,
Nah,
God.
it's clean and it's
clean.
colorful now.
Belle Isle
beautiful.
is
Clean and
fire.
color.
It is
clean.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
And there's also a charge, unless you just do like I've heard.
What
Just
you
as
mean it's a charge?
it's a charge to get on.
No. You pay for that sticker to be in your car,
Right.
so you can go.
Me, I just
All
get
the
on the
time.
aisle and then make that left and go past the booth and going backwards.
Hey,
internets, if any of
It
you guys are
doesn't-
going
it
to
doesn't
Belle
cost
Isle.
What he would do hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
That's what he
Hypothetically.
actually does.
Hypothetically speaking, you could make a left. What's the little cartoons? Exit stage left.
When you go and renew your license,
Pays
you
$15.
tell them you want that.
A park pass is
And
what they call it.
It's on.
Yeah.
They put it right on your window.
I don't need no
Okay.
stickers. That's some stuff for them to follow you.
No, that's
program
on the
you.
state. The state.
Yeah,
is
the look-
the
regulating
state
it.
is regulated.
Yeah, enemy of the
now,
state.
so-
You seen Will Smith and what's his name in there? Put a damn chip in the little sticker. They know where you at all the time. I
They
don't
know
need
where you are now.
I don't need that kind of action.
But one thing that I said it was needed. The city was not handling business with Belle Isle, and so the state
Everything
took
was
over,
going
and
down.
everything is clean.
Everything's clean
It's spotless.
except for that Metro Beach. Don't go in that water.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories about Detroit back in the day. Not even like so much the 80s, but way back, and how it was really a big city at the time. And I like all the new stuff that's been happening downtown, and all the trains riding around, and
Money.
Belle Isle's cleaning.
It's all about that money.
It's that money.
They
I'll
know
take
that,
it.
yeah. They bringing it. But what's happening is that and you know who they are.
Yes.
They're in their downtown Detroit. They have taken over. I mean, even up there near Brush, the Boulevard. Okay, Woodward, the Boulevard, going east.
Midtown New Center.
All of those houses, they fixing them up because we go that way sometimes, and I'm like, they got new windows in this old raggedy house. And then you see them coming in and out of the house. You see all these things, and I'm sometimes I'm like, okay, where are the people going that live downtown, that have businesses downtown? Our people. Where are they gonna go? Because they've been pushed out.
The sunken place.
And there's something else that if you get a chance, because I did it the other day, if you drive down Dexter Avenue going south of Davison, if you drive down Linwood going south of Davison, all those 4-family flats that have been vacant forever in a day, they're tearing them down.
It's called
They're tearing those
gentrification.
vacant businesses that were bought up, they're tearing them down.
They building up. They
They're
building up.
building all of
Which
that
is a
up.
good thing. But they have kicked a lot of our black businesses out that have been there forever, that have paid for their properties and whatnot. I know quite a few business people who were just like told, you gotta go.
Did both you ladies grow up in Detroit?
Yes.
So like going back to, I guess as far as you can go, I don't know. How was it? And when you look at not even so much when we came around into y'all guys, y'all lives, but like even before then, when y'all were teenagers and growing up, how is it like, from then to now, I guess? Is it like it was up then and it went down and it's coming back kind of deal?
It was up. Dexter was busy. It was full of businesses. Davidson, Linwood. Tyreman, a lot of those
Jews
streets
had Living Noise and
that's the way it
was.
That's true, though.
It was a Jewish community.
You're right though.
But then it was a mixture. It was a mixture because there were blacks there. There were businesses that they had. You had a lot of prominent churches on those streets. All of a sudden,
what's the ones that own all the gas stations? What's those?
When things started transitioning, the other people came in, bought the service stations. Okay.
What was those?
The buildings became decayed because they weren't making money because people started moving away from those neighborhoods and coming into places like going to Southfield and going here, going there because they thought it was better. Okay. Now they're renovating all those areas, which we as a race used to be in control of. We're not going to be in control of those neighborhoods anymore. Okay.
Too many black people not being a part of the Detroit Renaissance, I guess.
You can go over there in the area of where the 7th precinct is, because somebody took me for a ride over there. A lot of frame homes were in that area. They've torn a lot of that stuff down and they're putting up new homes. Atwater. They have renovated 20 Atwater. They have condos that go all the way down. And this was a dream that Coleman Young had. He had blueprints to where we would be able to walk from 20 Atwater, where what is that? The Plaza, right there where they sit for the fireworks. You'll be able to walk from there, from Hart Plaza, all the way to Belle Isle. That's happening.
Oh yeah, finally,
it's happening because the basketball player who bought that land that Unigrow used to sit on, he finally got the approval to build on that land after what? It's been like 30 years or something like that, a long time. So they're changing everything. But now, is it for us?
That is the question. Well.
So we're gonna leave him with that. Huh?
Leave them with that. Yeah. So I'm hoping they are still listening.
Yeah, they.
Because they are getting this ad game up, and they might be able to help us one day.
But Coleman had the blueprints for all of it. He had those blueprints in his office.
I can't talk bad about any other official because I know somebody that knows somebody that's somebody's son, a daughter, a brother, or something. The minute I say something, it's like I get a tweet the next day.
You never.
Oh, now you worried about
Why you said it about my mama?
No.
Because I don't want to offend nobody.
What'd you just say?
I said I don't want to offend nobody.
You not want to offend someone?
Fought for us. Yeah.
Well, ladies.
Bill of Rights that we got.
Who was that? What did Dave Chappelle do? What skit with Dom Perignon? Remember? And he poured the champagne. Don't remember who it was.
No.
I can't think of it either. But it's like, it's time, my Negro friends.
My Negro friends.
My Negro friends. For an end. I can't remember who it was.
I don't remember either.
Damn
Your brain is like an encyclopedia.
It's
you
like,
remember everything.
it's just going. And it's just random stuff that just happens to come out of it. I don't know. But what I do know.
Yeah, that's my son.
Yeah, that's my son. What I do know is that it's come to a close. And Mr. Regular Ass Time, would you like to say something in closing? Regular Ass Time. Regular
You just
ass
picking
time.
that up? We said that like
I didn't hear him say that.
20 times.
Regular ass time.
Regular ass time. It's not Thomas. It's not Tommy.
Oh, you
it's
said
just
regular ass time.
regular ass
I
time.
thought you said regular ass time.
Oh, no.
I couldn't make that connection. I was like,
Oh, okay.
Time got to do with What are you talking about time? You say a time. Okay, you saying it so fast. I'm like, what
I
the
know
hell?
you can't understand,
I couldn't
Tito, so
understand
that's the
what
way
he
his
said. I
brain
said
just.
Regular ass Tom.
Okay, thank you.
Would you?
I thought you said time because I said I don't get that.
Not Morris Day. Not Morris Day. Not Morris Day. Would you like to say anything?
I'm gonna just keep it simple. Just speaking of time, don't waste your time. Don't waste your regular time. Keep going, man. That's all I really got. Enjoyed y'all being here. It was probably the most different show we've ever had. Ever.
Shermy J.
Nah, cool. I appreciate you ladies coming out. The little introspectives of two of my closest associates ever in life. And, of course, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. I must say, I learned something today from you all.
I must say. Go ahead, Mom.
I learned something. No, I'm so glad that everything ran smooth.
Did I do okay?
Yes, I'm proud of you, son.
Thank you.
You get a
Mother.
mild thumbs
All right.
up.
Now
A
because
mild thumbs up.
I look to the left. You get a mild thumbs
now
up.
because next week I can't guarantee the same.
No, only when we're on.
That is correct.
Yes.
That is correct.
Decent and in order.
Decent
Thank
and
you.
in order.
Thank you for having us.
I'm glad you didn't come here and don't leave as you came. Isn't that what they say in church? I'm glad you don't leave here as you came.
Yeah, that's what we say in church.
Don't they say
Yes.
don't? What's it?
Yes.
Say it. Help back me up now. Hell, I'm glad you didn't come in.
Yes.
What is it?
I'm glad you
Came.
didn't come in.
Right.
Wait, now you done got me all messed up.
Let her finish it now.
She can't think of it. Hell,
I know what you're trying
that's the
to say.
BTF juice
I'm
into that.
glad you came. That you're leaving
Better
than when you came.
Well, hell, that's what I want. I'm glad.
I know that's what you need.
That's what I need.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord,
All right.
bless and sanctify in Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
Wow.
Hallelujah.
And the church said.
And the church say, Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Sinning's about to happen in the midnight hour. so I can't be too sanctified. I'm just excited that y'all were able to come here, give the audience something different. They probably listen in like, who in the hell
I know
of
they
these
did.
women, and what are they talking about? They done named off Grand River, Atwater, where is, because we have listeners all over, Arizona,
20 grand.
LA,
Listen to 20
Las
grand.
Vegas, 20 grand. Y'all still talking about
20 grand.
entertainment?
Wasn't it?
It was on
Is that
the
the one
first one.
That was just past Grand River.
Yes. Okay.
20 grand was the place.
Memories don't live like people do. Okay.
That's what it was, the 20 grand.
God damn it. It's the 20 grand show.
Smokey Robinson.
20
Motown
twin.
And the
Mega.
Miracles, everybody. Wow.
Live
Very
entertainment.
well.
That's the name of the show, by the way.
Gay.
Live entertainment.
Diana Ross, the Supreme.
Internet, this has been another Blue Tigers Fitted production. I hope you enjoyed yourself, because damn it, I did. And we hope that you follow us. Scumbag Sherm, regular ass time. BTF Creed in the studio. With KMB Gallery in the background with the ad-libs. Mama. And of course, myself at BTF Teek. Moms, we love you. Thank you. This has come to a close. Catch y'all next week. Peace and love, everybody. We out. Peace.